All right, so we did a whole bunch of training on high flow for the out-of-house stuff. Now we're going to do a quick rundown on how to transition high flow from the in-house setup. And I apologize it's taken so long to get this video out. I have been slacking and haven't got a chance to do this, but we're going to knock this out today. So this is the in-house setup. This is what you're going to see. This is the blender block. This is the flow meter. So essentially this is your liters a minute, and this is your percentage. You can see right on the front how much, what percentage, what FiO2 the patient's on. And then this looks like a regular flow meter, but it actually goes from 10 to 70 liters a minute. So if you want to know what settings your patient's on, if the RT doesn't tell you, the nurse doesn't tell you, you can look. This is your liters per minute, and this is your FiO2 percentage. If your transport is less than 30 minutes, if you're going to be away from the bedside for less than 30 minutes, so a CT, maybe an ultra-fast MRI, probably, you're not going to be able to take this stuff to MRI, but a CT or something quick, you are not going to worry about taking the heater. So we've made a decision we're not going to take the heater. So we're going to do two different transitions. We're going to do a short trip and a long trip transition. So short trip transition, super easy. And I'm not going to get into what's going on with the ventilator. We're just going to talk about the connections on the side of the ventilator. You guys all know what you need to do with the ventilator and how you need to set your settings. So if you're doing a short trip transfer, all you're going to do is turn off your flow meter. You have two tubes. One's coming from the flow meter, one's coming from the heater. You're going to grab the one coming from the heater that has the wires on it. You're going to disconnect both your wires, and you're going to stick it on the inhalation limb, inhalation outlet on your T1. That's it. That's your entire transition. Well, with a filter in here. All right, so you'll have a filter in here, just like that. That's your entire transition, and you just run it. Can stay on the patient, can stay connected to the patient. You don't have to do anything to the nasal cannula on that side. You're just going to put it onto the ventilator. And you also want to turn off your heater. So you'll see the heater's got an on-off button, and we may have reviewed this when we talked about the out-of-house stuff. You're just going to go ahead and push that power button, and you're going to turn your heater off just so it doesn't beep the entire time you're gone. All right.